Hey guys, this is flight number 18.
18.
This is flight number 18 of Paper Planes. My name is Paolo.
My name is Christian.
My name is Soyo.
John.
We're wearing the same clothes just because like the last episode was
Really good.
it was a really good
And
conversation.
we
So we
wanted
just
to keep the same energy, so we're
Yeah.
wearing the same exact clothes.
Yep. You think you guys would know? Like say like you were in your sleep, right? Like and like you're just like sleeping and then like they just
Someone off you?
offed you.
Wait, what are we talking about?
He's not thinking about something else. I
We'll
think
use
he's not
me
like
as an example. Like say like we're all asleep, right? And I'm just in my house and someone assassinated me. But yeah, offed
Christian
me.
stayed like he's
But
talking
they
about his-
replaced me
getting
with like
bodied.
the exact
AI.
with an AI, like AI clone, like
Yeah.
conscious memory, personality, everything. Same exact look, same tattoos, everything. Do you think you guys could tell the difference?
Yes.
I feel like
Really?
I want to say that I could, because I feel like we know you.
Hmm.
And I feel like it will only have a collective memory and thought of you from that night till when you were born,
Mm. Yeah.
essentially, right? But then it wouldn't have like your behavior from that point forward.
It's like
So
someone
you'll behave with the same mannerism, so you
Mm.
wouldn't really adapt.
At that point, what would you guys do? Would you kill the clone?
Would we? Would we?
I gotta make sure you're a clone first. You're like, what if you're not a clone?
We have like
going
you,
for scenarios.
you
What
and
if like what if like I just completely like switched like my like behaviors and everything within the night? You're like, Christian, you're acting different. You're just fucking off the
That's
real
such a
me.
Christian thing to do, though. So like, I wouldn't trip.
Wait, what?
Christian's like, oh, just for the like the kick
For
of
the-
it, I'm
for the
gonna
bit.
change my behaviors all of a sudden.
For the bit, I'm
You're
gonna
gonna start talking proper.
have a
Fuck you guys. Fuck you.
damn, bro.
I don't slur no words. I don't get any words mixed up.
All I gotta do is they're like, hey, can you walk forward for me?
Wow, he don't got a pimp walk.
Like,
he's
one's
all,
walking different.
like posture straight.
posture straight, just like, and you're like,
This
What-
one's walking different.
Yeah, we gotta do like is this the real Christian test? I gotta like think of like like what would we ask it?
A lot of
Yeah.
things that would probably not should not be said on record.
Oh yeah.
True.
Like I
Damn.
have like 5 already.
What
That
is
was
your
like,
most used slur?
What would be your question to like?
To differentiate you?
Yeah,
Shit.
and I clap just in case we don't put this in the pod.
I just observe its behavior. Like, all right,
I feel like mannerisms is a really good one.
go to the bathroom and see if he puts the vent on or not.
You get a FaceTime from me, like, oh yeah.
Oh, okay, that's Christian.
yeah, like observe the first thing he does when he gets to your house after we just ate.
Fucking
Does he
lays
go
on
to
the
the
bathroom.
Let's see where he sits. I see Christian's like sitting on the couch. I was like, wait a second, this is fucked up. You're like Soyo and Christian are on the couch. I was like, there's something wrong here. I'm looking at the floor, looking at Christian. Christian just
Oh, he's not even like slouched down. He's actually sitting proper and everything.
like, wait, what the fuck?
Does he fart so nonchalant? Just
You know what's crazy? You just said that and I got a fart right now, bro.
What the fuck? Well, I mean,
Christian will let it rip and not say anything, bro.
Yeah, for real.
He'll like get up, fart, like shake his leg, like shake it out, and then
Do
just
you
move
think
on.
an AI or like a clone would fart?
Oh shit!
Would they shit?
Would they need-
Would they need to?
Would they need to? Would they just get like oil
how do you
changes?
program
Oil
that?
changes.
Would they just need like oil changes
No,
and
but for
like
real though, like
software updates?
yeah.
I feel like if we were to do AI, would we put into a robot or would we try to make it like human?
Organic? Ew.
Ew, dude.
Yeah.
Like fucking
Organic-
RoboCop.
What is that? Yeah.
What's scarier, like growing a human or like building one?
I'm-
Growing.
I'm not gonna. Okay,
Like,
that's definitely scary. But think of like the endless like medical possibilities with growing a human, transplants and shit.
Okay, fair.
Oh,
They're already
shit.
doing that now.
6
Exactly.
Oh,
Fuck you.
Let's go.
You're like,
5'9".
I'm not.
Let's go.
you said, girl, 1 more inch. Let's go.
Hey, I don't need like. Any upgrade is still an
Like
upgrade.
imagine like going through that whole process just to do something that you could already do. Like, shit, I could have curly hair now.
Dude, I'm making him 5'11", not even 6 foot. 5'11".
fuck?
Just make him like, I don't know, like a little fat. Just not like all the way buff. just like fat
A
enough
little
to where
bit
like
fat.
he's like not self-conscious.
You customize your own AI or your own clone.
I just
Try
think
not
it's,
to make it like flaws. You have like a little bit of flaws just to make it more human. Like
Human.
I just think it's so funny to be able to have like any kind of customization, just making it a little bit better.
Just a little, yeah.
Just a little bit more of like a less of a chin. And like teeth are like more like
Just a little bit straight, but they're still like there's a little bit of yellow in it.
just one fucked up tooth. Like you'll
Imagine like that, like say the world was going to shit and like I don't know, like some type of government was just like, here we have a possibility for every single person on this planet because you aren't going to survive, but you can transfer yourself digitally to like this virtual world, but you can like, it's like a customization thing, right?
yeah.
And like everyone tries to do it as perfectly as possible. And then there's that one person that just fucked around. And, like,
Bro, when we customize
it's like a
characters,
fucking green ogre, like just walking around.
purple skin, like bright orange hair.
Fucking nose is like this big.
It's just like a custom character in like Skyrim or something.
Yeah. And you're just like, why the
Jones.
fuck would you do this, bro? This is the rest of your life. And he's like, I don't know. I thought it'd be funny.
It's got like scales and shit.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. I thought I would be aquatic with the scales for some reason. Yeah, there's definitely like in 100 years, I don't know what the fuck the world is gonna look like,
Shit.
but I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm excited and also scared.
Honestly,
course.
whenever I think that far into it, I'm really just like, you know what? Like, my my offspring got it. Like,
Yeah, I that one time when we were like, would you rather like have you fight Mike Tyson or have your mom fight Mike Tyson? You're like, I got money on my mom. Like I trust my mom. She got it. Yeah,
that was a deep cut.
I'm sure my son's gonna, he'll figure it out.
no.
Is it like, and then there's that ethical thing of like, is it ethical to bring a child into the world now, knowing that it's like our trajectory's kind of fucked?
You know, that doesn't, I don't know, me personally, that doesn't really prevent me from wanting kids.
Yeah.
I know that's affected like people we know.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I want to have like a little, imagine having a little Polo.
I want a mini me. I want a legacy. I want a
Bro, imagine all of our kids hanging out with each other and it just turns back into like what we were, like what we were doing.
Full circle.
Full circle.
You guys are
full
beating up
basic.
like little me. Just having them. Ow!
I don't know. That is kind of crazy to think about.
Christian's kids like farting.
I can see it.
Nah, Christian's trying to have twins, so it's gonna be like two twins just
Oh,
beating
yeah,
on
both
Apollo.
of them.
Two beating off Apollo.
Christians. And it's just like a.
But I want daughters though.
Oh, they be beating Paul's son up.
Yeah, Soya's son is just like drawing in like the corner or something.
Oh, that's cute.
And then John's kid has like rings and like
He's got
got
piercings.
tattoos.
Tattoos.
Looks cool as
He got a
shit.
beanie on.
He's just cool as fuck. Would you like
And he got like hella Aritzia shit, bro.
I'm sorry.
like if you had like the option to be like you can have like because there's that whole new thing where they're doing selective embryo things where you can
Mm.
select like what color your kid's eyes are, like their height.
Oh, I thought you'd say like what color they come out. I'm all like,
I mean, at this point, probably.
I could, yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Like, would you do it if they were like, oh, you can make your kid like 6 foot, like D1 athlete?
Oh,
I know Mina would.
Like you had the option to, like they're like you could, or you could just kind of like roll the dice with it.
I'm like, bro, I want to play randomized. I want to roll the dice.
Or
I
you
think
think-
I'd only do it in. Ooh, this might be very more.
Ooh,
can,
what
like-
kind of trait
Well,
would
well,
you
like,
select?
Like
I would
reduce the risk
avoid-
of cancer and
yeah,
shit
like I
like
would
that.
have tried to select out the like cancer.
20/20 vision.
I need to make sure he can see without glasses.
Bro, you could
He needs to
select.
not have GERD the fuck. He needs to be able to shit properly.
No GERD. Bro. Oh yeah, so he was asking the real questions. He's like, they're like, oh yeah,
It's
you
a real
can
one
make
right now.
can have him have like incredible athletic ability. He's like, is there a GERD option? Is there a no GERD option?
I know how that feels. He needs to know how to burp.
I know how to burp. It's funny as fuck.
Imagine if you had like it's like genetic. You have like a tooth gap. You're like, so can we like get rid of the tooth gap? They're like, sir, that's what braces are for. Like, you're not answering the
You're
question.
not like making me happy right now. Actually,
You said I have any possibility, and this is what I want. I want 20/20 vision,
they have like a preview.
no tooth gap.
They have a preview of your kid, and you're just like,
It's like, just like this, or like the preview of the kid goes like from this.
oh my god! You're like, oh, now we're
Yo,
talking.
now we're talking.
Now we're talking. Just me, I'm just like, oh yeah.
You
He's
know
like
how funny
3
it would
inches
be? Imagine like taking your partner there, be like, hey, you want to go on a date and like see what we could customize our kid to look like? And you guys are in separate rooms and you guys compare, and you're just like, what the fuck is that? Like, knowing Mina, she would be like, so this is our kid, and he's like fucking like 6'4", like
6'4".
just like athletic as fuck. There's like a demo of him like doing a 360 dunk, and then I just show like this whole motherfucker
One that looks exactly like you.
exactly like me, just a little shorter. I'm all like, hey, but like he doesn't get acid reflux though.
And she's like, this one has no acid reflux and he can dunk on a 10-foot fucking basketball hoop.
I'm like, oh yeah, well this one isn't allergic to avocados.
He's like, this one is also not. Just everything.
Like the argument like back home, he's like, you could have had anything you wanted, and this one you chose.
He's like, he's perfect how he is. He's perfect.
She's all like, man, you're supposed to go fucking.
He's gonna pay
I'm
for
like,
ours.
he might get like a 2.5 GPA. You're like, this one can get a 4.0.
This one's got 4.0 like default. That's his base settings.
I'm like,
Base
"Well, that's
trim."
not fun.
Well, then why are we here for? Or you just get upset. You're like, well, what are we gonna do with him? Like, we don't have anything to teach him anymore.
Yeah.
It'd just be boring.
How would you guys customize your kids?
I would
Me.
just pick the gender, to be honest.
That's it.
Yeah, and if I want twins or not.
Can I-
Aw.
Yeah.
Is it like normal things, or can I give him like horns or something?
What the
I
fuck?
don't
Those
know.
customization will be crazy. You can
He's
give them
like
anything
ogre
you want.
build, 8 foot, 800 pounds.
I
He
want
got
mine-
horns.
I want mine to have like wings and shit. I want to have like
Wow.
an X-Men
Yeah.
child.
Build your own mutant.
Yeah, I wanna-
Build your own.
I'm like, what powers can I give them? They're like, sir, what? Excuse me, sir. I'm like, I said, what powers? And they're like, we don't have powers. Check the back. And I'm like, I'm in the back. I'm just like, oh fuck yeah, we got super sight. They're like,
that's crazy.
they have like different packages. Like base trim is like, okay, you can have like 2x speed.
They got trim level.
Yeah, they got 2x speed. Like you could just walk like twice as fast.
Bro, imagine, and then like
They have
bullying
sport.
in school would be like, man, look at this motherfucker. He's a basic trim.
Look, he's base trim.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Damn.
Like, oh shit, dude, the sports trims are coming and they're
The
all
sports trims-
7 foot tall. And they're all buff as shit.
They're like, damn, look at the premium trims. They're all 7 foot tall, but like hella educated.
The eco. Oh shit, that's the eco boost. And it
I was
does,
gonna say something fucked up. Never mind.
what are you gonna say?
Well, here, I'll clap it. They're like, oh, look, there's an ego trim. They're all in wheelchairs. Just rolling in.
That would be more accurate for eco.
Hell yeah.
That's more accurate, I guess.
There's like the middle trim. There's like the touring. There's sport, and then there's like touring. Touring is just like they're all like kind of good, like
Is that a
well
form of
rounded.
race?
But
Racism,
there's
then?
there's like
They're like well rounded. They're kind of like
there's
athletic.
the factory defects ones.
Oh damn! Look, they're getting out of the short bus.
Along with the eco trim. It got a little elevator.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Those are the
Okay.
used car ones.
Okay.
The sport trims on people. That's definitely gonna have a form of discrimination.
Oh, for
No,
sure.
Geneticism.
Be honest with yourself right now. If you were like a trim level, what do you think you would be?
I'd be like I'd like to
like
think
how I am
I'm
right now?
Yeah.
I'd like to think I'm just base trim, but I've like maxed out like the stats of a base trim.
So like you're base trim, but you got like the premium package in it, like tinted windows, got like fucking
It's like-
weatherproof mats.
It's like getting a Corolla, but like it's like a really nice Corolla. Like it's got not like a better trim, it's like the base trim, but like you keep it clean. It's like you go to like you wash it yourself, so there's not much scratches.
That's pretty good.
But it's still a Corolla at the end of the day. Like I'm not pulling up and like I'm not like whipping heads around. I'm just like there to having a good time.
The 2025 model Corolla is pretty clean though. So.
Oh yeah, it is pretty
It's
nice.
first
So if I were to give myself an equivalent, I'm just like a really nice Corolla. I'm like reliable. Like I'll show up. I got good gas mileage.
Would you rather be a regular like generic like but like top of the line trim? Like would you rather be a Toyota but like a top trim level or a baseline
Like Lambo.
premium like or what the fuck is that called? Luxury.
Oh, a luxury
brand.
like a Lexus.
Like a Lexus but you're just base.
a base Lexus or like a high trim like
Like TRD off-road Tacoma or like fucking just like Lexus base.
shit. I think for me, bang for buck, I would just go like high. Like looking at me as a person, probably like a high trim, like non-luxury car,
Non-luxury but high like
like a nice like base model car.
that's kind of like saying like you started off like base but like you worked your way up so you got like nice things.
Yeah, like remember how we were talking about if we were cars? Like last year, I was definitely the sport touring version of myself. I'm back to base right now. I'm like, I'm an LE right now. I went from LE sport and now I'm back to LE trying to get back to sport like, once or twice a week.
Damn.
So that's where I'm at right now.
Damn.
But hopefully in like 5 years I'll be like a
But at least you
SE
still
trim.
keep the car clean though.
Yeah, my car is always clean, but hopefully in like 5 years I'll be able to like be an XSE Camry.
But right now
TRD.
you're an LE.
I'm an LE, definitely for sure. I'm an LE. I'm still functional. I'm still here, but like I got some progress to make.
Okay.
I keep my car clean though.
You
I shower daily. If you were a car, John, what kind of car?
like where you are in your life right now, like what car would you be? You're a Corolla SE?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much miles you got on you?
That shit right now.
You're like, I kind of need an oil change, like shit.
I modified a little bit,
Mm.
I don't know. Yeah, I think that's where I'll be. I'm content.
Oh, that's a good place to be.
Content.
Like not base, but like you're a sport doing good. You're still running.
Yeah, I'm still running.
Clean.
Point A to point B.
Not burning any
Okay.
oil.
You know where you're trying to get to.
Yeah, I know where I'm trying to go, but
What car are you trying to become?
Mustang.
It's a Charger.
Hellcat.
you're
Yeah, I'm trying to become a Lexus, bro.
Mhm. I think your fishy's car is a perfect like
right.
representation of like where he is.
Yeah, but my fish wants to be a G-Wagon.
Damn!
Damn, bro.
God damn!
I could see it though. Yeah, with
Swagged out.
how fast he's climbing up
Yeah,
positions.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Damn.
G-Wagon.
a G-Wagon, bro.
What's your like dream car?
Dream car.
Like
Oh, for
no
me?
money issues. Just
And I don't just got the dream car. I got my whole dream lifestyle that I
I
want,
got
bro.
Audi R8.
ooh,
I love those.
Ooh.
I like those.
I could see you in an
I can see
Audi.
that.
Soil.
I don't really look at cars enough to
He said
know.
Toyota Corolla. He said Corolla 2025 SE. Like not even the X SE.
SE. I think I can see Soyo being like a
I can see with a Lexus.
I
yeah.
can see it.
Soyo's like a nice Lexus.
Lexus,
A
yeah.
Lexus, like a sport Lexus.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Me, I'm just fucking like everything out there. I'm gonna manifest this shit for real, for real.
For real.
Like either in like Hawaii or San Diego, like Mina go be driving her like Jeep Wrangler, and then like me, just any car. I just need a car right now.
I just need a car. That's
Probably
not
like
Kia.
like some kind of like full size sedan,
Mm.
like a Lexus.
Mm.
Awesome,
But
yeah.
if money ain't like that, then maybe like a Camry
oh,
Camry music.
or a Accord.
And we're just not.
Really?
Yeah.
The core?
No, fuck no, not that rental ass. Not that RoboCop looking motherfucker. Hell no.
Yeah, that one looked kind of
Hell
odd.
fucking. Every time I see that shit on the street, I'll be like, damn, that's what we look like.
It was nice inside though.
It was nice
It was
inside.
nice.
Okay, I think John answered this one already. Like, what would if you were to describe your fishy as like as a car, what would you describe them as? So you can give like, who would your ideal fishy be?
My fishy, Mina's definitely like, well, because I know she likes driving SUV, so she would definitely be an SUV. I think she would be like
A minivan.
what the fuck?
Damn, bro, you called
No.
her a minivan?
Just kidding, Bessie.
Honestly, like I could see her as like a Ford Bronco or like a
Really?
yeah. Well,
That's you.
Damn, bro.
no, not in that way. Like what she drives and shit. Actually, no. She wants to be a Jeep Wrangler, but I think right now she's like
Such a niche conversation.
no, for real. She's like a Toyota 4Runner.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
She's like a 4Runner.
I can see that.
Maybe even a RAV4.
A
No, 4Runner. Yeah.
4Runner for sure. 4Runner.
Yeah, she's a Toyota 4Runner right now, but she wants to become a Jeep Wrangler.
You know what? I can see her. I can see her in a Benz.
Like an SUV Benz.
Mhm.
I think that's just you being like, because you've been looking at hella Benz. You're just projecting what you. I mean, Loki, I could see it. I don't know. I think
Mina, do
like
you agree? Can you see yourself in a Benz?
she just gonna say yes because that's you're her bestie.
Because I can see it. I can just see it.
I see her in a Jeep Wrangler,
I can see her in a Jeep Wrangler too.
like in Hawaii, driving a Jeep Wrangler, like San Diego, like hey, let's go to the beach today. We'll take the Wrangler.
I feel like that's you.
What? Me, a Jeep Wrangler?
Yeah.
Really?
With
Bitch,
the
I drive
rooftop
sedans.
Damn, Christian said that like a hook. Bitch, I drive sedan.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of Soyo.
Soya's
Soya?
girl.
What?
What I can see him as? Like what car?
Like Soyo right now, it says he's like what are you?
Alexis.
Wait, what did I say? I didn't say it. You
we
guys
said
it
he
for
was
me.
Alexis. I think his
Soya's
girl,
an FJ for sure.
I think Soya would want like a girl that's like different from him, but still kind of the same.
The same.
So I'd say like maybe Acura.
Ooh,
I think Soyo's girl would be like probably like a Hyundai.
really? I was
wait.
I was thinking like a Tesla.
A Tesla.
Damn.
Oh, if you like them wealthy. do you want a girl that's wealthy or do you want a girl that's like kind of broke?
So the options like either Tesla or Bird scooter.
Would you want your girl to be broke or like loaded?
I don't really
You
have a
get a
preference.
baseline, you know.
I don't really have a preference.
Okay. What if she like was like she was loaded and then she would be like you're like kind of your sugar mama?
I'm,
I don't know.
I'm like
Would you be down
princess
for that?
treatment. I
Yeah.
get princess treatment.
Yeah, you get princess treatment.
I don't know. I don't really want to get princess.
Is it like
treatment, though.
emasculating a little bit?
Yeah.
I feel like Soyo's luck. He's gonna find someone who's just like him or is pretty similar.
That's why
So
I
I
say like
feel like-
Acura.
I don't know, or Acura or like low key like a white like Toyota Camry or like something like that. Not like a newer model, like maybe like a second, third gen model. So the way Soyo, see,
So would you
What?
would you fuck a Camry? Is what I'm.
What's going on?
I think. Okay, for me, I think Athena would be like she likes premium, so I think she'd want like a
fucking BMW.
or like a Merc or like a luxury car, but like a coupe, a luxury coupe. I'll say she's more of like a Beamer or like a Mercedes.
Ooh.
I'll say a Mercedes coupe,
Mercedes coupe.
like a cunty little like a pink one. I don't know.
Of course, gotta be pink.
She loves pink.
Mm.
She loves Bink.
Bink.
You ever hear like your partner like how they speak to like other people and then they speak like all baby with you and you see like the switch?
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, I mean, I got firsthand with Christian when he was FaceTiming me at San Diego.
Y'all were baby talking each other.
Yeah, well, we both like have our switches. She's able to do her switch more often than like I am. Like, say if she's like alone, it'll just be baby talk. But as soon as someone enters that room, she'll be like, "Shh, nah, that I mean, know what I'm saying?" I'm like, hey. She doesn't switch drastically like that, but like
That's funny.
like the octaves definitely like go a little lower. The facials is definitely like
Nice.
Bro, that sounded so funny on the headphones.
What is that
It sounded like you ate shit, bro.
That was just funny hearing Christian bring it out, because Christian would be like, "You're not saying it properly," and she's like,
Aw.
"Yeah."
Yeah.
And then that's when I would come and he's like, "Oh, thank you."
Mhm.
What about you?
What do you mean?
Like, do you and Athena have like the baby talk?
Oh yeah, I thought about it the other day because when I pick her up from work, she's still in work mode
Uh-huh.
and she's talking to me like how I don't know, like she's talking to like other people.
Yeah.
And then the second we get home, and she just jumps on the bed and she's like, hold me,
That's
Mm.
cute.
and it's just like I don't know, it's funny. But I think it's like I don't know, it's a sign that they're comfortable with you.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Definitely that. But I feel like for me, I feel like I'm more of baby.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
hmm I feel like my person is the same. Do you think so?
Are you guys kind of like a yin and yang kind of thing? Like you kind of just like you kind of
We mesh. I mean, like there's
just
definitely
flow?
some trade-offs that like mannerisms that we switch between the two. But I feel like for a baby, like the baby voice, I feel like that's more me.
I think for your person, it's not that there's like a switch or like they stay like the same, but I feel like regardless of what they like, how like they're being perceived, they show like constant affection and constant like interest and like I don't know. I'm thinking about that one video that one time when
Oh, yeah.
when he
That's different. I feel like it's different when there's
substances.
there's
Oh,
comfortability.
mm.
Yeah. But yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cause I'm also like, I think about my fishy, right? And like every time like you guys have seen her being like baby and stuff, that's usually because like we're out here and like she's become comfortable with you guys. But I'm gonna see how it is when I'm out there and see how she like is.
if she is still like that when she's around like
Family. I don't know. Me and her also have the kind of like the same thing. Like when we're around like friends and family, we don't really like to show like too much PDA or anything like that. We kind of like to keep that kind of like the most we'll do is like hold hands or like we'll like look at each other and like whisper like I miss you. But like we know in that moment, say we're like with friends or family, we kind of like to direct our energy on them and like being present. Like if you ever notice like at functions or like anything like that, me and Mina will literally just be like, we'll sometimes even like split off and just like do our own thing because like we really find value in that.
Yeah.
Because it kind of makes it like at the end of the function, we know we're still gonna be together.
Yeah.
Like we're going like into the same car, so it's like a nice build up to that moment.
Yeah.
Like literally like
and then you can debrief after.
exactly like debrief afterwards, like oh like how was your night and stuff like that. And then literally like the things we always say is like I missed you, even though we were in like the same room, but it's like I missed being a baby to you. But it's not like, you know what I mean?
I miss you is always like a nice thing to say.
Yeah.
Like, there's never like a wrong time, at least for me.
I miss you.
I miss you too, baby.
I miss you, Athena. You're in the other room.
He's
So he's like, you know who you are.
You never know because like bruh, like this podcast, like we like you had a fishy first and then I got my fishy and then you had your fishy.
And then Soya has how many fishies now? What the fuck?
Well,
I'm kidding. Soya's not looking unless.
some of this.
Are you guys waiting for a response or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless
Soya, what is your current dating status?
single.
and looking or
Are you
what?
currently look-
I could answer that for him.
Oh, okay.
What you gotta say?
Is he currently looking?
Me and Soy have had this conversation before. Definitely with like how Soya's lifestyle is. Soya feels like sometimes he gets that sense of like FOMOS, but Soya also gets that sense of like, I want to get my shit together first before I fully commit to like looking. So he's open to it, but he's not hunting for it.
Gotcha.
He's
Yeah,
not
that's
on the
pretty well
prowl.
said.
So it's
Pretty
pretty
well
much
said.
is Soya's solely working on himself, but if the opportunity presents itself,
Mm-hmm.
he'll take his
Yeah.
chances.
And the thing is like that's the only thing about Soyo is like if the opportunity does present himself, he's gonna like fucking be like this. Like he doesn't know whether or not to shoot his shot
Mm.
until like
he's pump fake.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm like, okay, Christian. All right, Soil. You said Soil's like this.
You just see me out there. I'm like looking at a person.
we see Soy.
Anytime that we go out now, I'm gonna be like, is it a?
Is it a? Is
Is
it
it
a? And then like so we're like at the club and like you just see Sawyer like
We see Soil in the corner talking, like looking at a
fucking-
girl. Just
we're like oh shit it's happening.
Does he do it?
is he doing
Does he do it? We're like we just look at him. We're all like this.
it? Soil does it, and we're like,
Sawyer's like
oh,
we're like what fuck.
we're all just upset in the corner, like, damn it.
And then we go up to Sawyer and be like hey so what was wrong? And then he was like that wasn't actually a girl.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Soya does have trouble like seeing without his glasses, so like,
Fair enough.
Back to the 2020 vision.
hell
Full
yeah.
circle again.
Did you like when Soya was talking about that girl that he liked at church, and he's like, I can't really.
At church, this motherfucker's going like this.
We see it as
The fucking AI priest is giving a homily, and Sawyer's just like, Lord, great.
Dude, what the fuck is this world that we're constructing? This is what our lives are gonna be like in 2 years. AI priest giving a homily, Soya's just
If this was like the Cars world, Sawyer would be like a fucking Camry just honking his shit. Like, That's funny as fuck.
yeah. I think I don't know, like having a fishy is like, it's one of those things where, do you think that it's best to, if you guys are both in the trenches, should you guys try to like help each other in your own lives and try to grow together, or should you just like wait until you guys are both like got your shit together first and then you can, because I feel like there's a certain amount of bonding that you do when you do like go
in the trenches together.
go through the trenches with people,
Mm-hmm.
but there's also that sense of like extra stress and like anxiety.
I'm gonna just say this firsthand. I really think that's your fishy or like that's your person if they're willing to go through the trenches with you, because I don't know. We've had this conversation with like, well, our cousin or
Are we dropping names?
no.
Oh.
But well, I mean, she'll hear it. Like she said that like before marriage is the time when like what did she
I
say?
don't remember.
I don't know. Like she said it in my mind, like I could see that, but like I really truly believe that like before marriage is gonna be some of your hardest times in your relationship, and I think that's how it should be, because that should really determine whether or not if you're down to be with that person for the rest of your life. If you can get through the hardest things with that person, like no matter at what time, then shit that you guys come across when you guys are married, you guys know that you guys can handle.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like I don't know, the way she said it, I was just like, I don't agree, because they like she was like, you're supposed to go through the hard stuff when you guys are married, like that's when the true hard stuff comes. And in my mind, I'm all like, yes and no, but like you're gonna constantly go through problems in your life, but
That's like if you're training for a fight and you're not training for it like fully before, like if anything you should be trying to ramp up the intensity in your training so that the fight is easy.
like those sparring matches you go through like would be like your problems in the relationship, and you want those problems to be like
you want to be prepared for like the
yeah
the performance, like the whole
like obviously
thing.
there's like boundaries, like you don't want the problem to be like knocking you out like cheating or something,
Yeah.
Right.
but like you want the problems to be like
You wanna
real, like close to the realest shit,
Yeah, you got to emulate the intensity that you would like expect
Exactly.
in the real thing.
and knowing if your partner is able to be down to
Can
go
they
through
hang?
that. Yeah, like I don't know. That's one thing that I've really like learned about being in my relationship is like
Resilience.
resilience, and also like we speak things into existence and say like these things, but like sometimes the universe or whoever is up there like tests us and see how down we are for the words that we say.
Mhm.
Like if I say if I say like Mina's my soulmate, she's my partner, she's someone like I see for the rest of my life, then the universe is gonna like test me and be like, well, you say these things,
Prove
how
it.
down? Yeah, exactly. So it's like
Yeah, you can't ask for one thing without the other.
you can't. What the fuck is that saying? You can't talk the talk, but not walk the walk.
You can. If you can talk the talk, you got to walk the walk.
Oh,
If you can talk walk, then you can watch TikTok.
tick walk,
And if you watch TikTok, you
Brain rot.
brain rot.
brain rots.
What is this, a
Sponsored
haiku?
by
What is going on?
Roblox.
This is sponsored by.
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
that's really what I believe though.
I believe like the same thing. I think that you really gotta, if you want to ask for something, if you want to ask to be like wealthy or something, you gotta do the research. You've gotta put in the work to get that thing that you want. If you want to be someone that's strong, you gotta like go work out. You gotta go through the pain for
The
you to get
reps.
to the other side. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like you can't ask for something without the hardship that comes from it.
Agreed.
I feel like I don't know. Like some relationships are like every relationship is different, right? But like, was there ever a moment where like you felt like, dang, like this is what told you like that that fishy is your person? And then so you could also answer this too, like when you think of your person, like what? I mean, you won't know exactly because you haven't like you don't you have to experience it to know. But like, ideally, what would tell you like that's your person?
What would tell me that's my person?
Yeah.
That's something that I feel like it's something that you only know once you actually experience for yourself. I don't think like there's a certain like thing you have to actively look for. Like, oh, if they do this thing, that's how I know they're the one. I think it's like, I think it's like it just comes out of nowhere, and when you realize it, you're like, it kind of, it gives you that aha moment or that like light bulb moment. Because I have asked my parents the same thing, like how they just like they figured out like this is who they want to marry, and they gave their story, and it was like they did one thing, they did like some sort of action, and then they realized that this is the person. So
It's really just like, for me, it's like a down for you kind of thing. Like, are you showing that you're down for me, like how I'm down for you? I think that for most things, unless there's like really hard like deal breaker things that they do, I think that most things you can get past, like if you guys both want to make it work. I think that at the end of the day, like you both wanting to make it work is like the most important thing, because it's like you guys can be the most like compatible people with each other, the most like, you can work like the best with each other, but if you guys don't want each other, then you're not going to have anything. So it's like you got to prove, and you only really prove that through like obstacles and like tribulations that come up. Like, let's say I get sick, let's say I get like some illness that puts me out for 2 weeks. Are you gonna be like, oh, he doesn't serve me anymore, I'm gonna leave him? Or are you gonna be like, no, I'm down for this person, I love them, I'm going to nurse them back to health, I'm gonna, like the whole like 50-50, instead of being 50-50, you should be giving 100-100.
Both,
because like if I don't have my 100, I need like your 100 to help fill in.
That is crazy.
So,
That kind of justifies like why my person is said my person, just because like you knew when like I think you I don't remember. But
You? No.
someone was there when we went out. I think it was you.
I might have been
But
there.
like when my nose was red, you guys remember that?
I remember
Nose
that.
was running.
My nose was red.
It was
and then
red.
It was like inflamed.
Oh.
And like, so I had to go to said state, and I was visiting like for the week, and like I was going through it. Like I was at a 0. Normally I'm like at 80, sometimes at 80, 60, whatever. And like, but my person like fulfilled the whole 100 for me, and like definitely reassured me. So he's definitely seen me at my worst, like literally seen me at my worst, and definitely reassured me and made me feel comfortable
I never even realized that it got better.
Well, thank you.
Like I didn't even notice it.
Yeah. So, but aside from that, like the word love, right?
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's when I think about why do I love said person, it's before, like I would say a couple relationships back, I would think about like how do I feel when I love this person, right? But with my current relationship now, it's what is it about said person do I love? What are the qualities that I love about said person that made me fall in love with you in the first place? Not justifying how I'm feeling when you're with me, but like the characteristics of like of you as a person. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I know that this is my person.
Mm-hmm.
I've never. It's so cliche to say, but it's like I've never felt this way about anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's just like something you just know.
You just know.
Yeah.
When you know, you know.
Yeah. I think like from my experience, especially like what I've learned being with like my person, there's definitely like a sense of feeling like when you're able to give love to someone without expectation of receiving it back solely just because you want to give it because of who they are and like genuine like really just who the fuck they are. That's for me like how I know like that's my person. Like cuz for me personally, like even though like you guys know me like as a kind person who like is like always trying to help, like I don't know, for me like when it comes to love and like giving love, it's all like I've never like gotten a sense of like giving love without expectation. And I think like once I learned what that was really like Mina and like everything about her, like just like it's not, back then I used to think like what made her my person was things that she did for me, but honestly that's just who she is naturally as a person. And like that's just things she wanted to do for me. But for me, like what made me feel like that's my person was realizing actions that I was doing subconsciously, or like what's that called, like when you do it without even knowing you're doing it.
Involuntarily or subconsciously? I think subconsciously.
Subconsciously, like in the back of my mind, like the only thing like in my mind when I would like do things for her is that I know this is gonna make her happy, which is gonna make me happy. And like I wouldn't want to give that type of love or make anyone that type of happy besides her. And that's how I know.
Yeah, I think that a good like measure of like how much you love someone, it could be like anyone, is like how much you want to do things with them. Like when you think about, oh, I want to do this, and this would be better if I had this person with me.
Yeah.
Like whether it be like something like a low point in your life or like a high point in my life, like how much do I want this person to be with me during this, like through this. And I think that like a way to really measure how much you like love someone or how much they love you is like how much are you willing to put your ego aside to make sure like your relationship is okay. Like if they're just as down to like put their ego aside to make sure that the relationship is okay, like if you guys are match that, I think that that's like one of the key things is like how much are you willing to like remove your own like pride and like ego from it to make things work.
I agree too.
Because love is like it's like a group project. It's not. It can't just be one person.
It takes two to tango.
Because it's like if there's problems in each of each other's lives, like we should be trying to like. Some people view it as like, oh, this person's got this problem in their life, like they're going to be a burden on my life, or I have a problem in my life, I'm going to be a burden on their life. But I feel like maturing is realizing like when there's a problem that occurs, like it's not me versus them, it's me and them versus the problem.
And allowing your partner to help you out.
Yeah. I think that's like just kind of like a sign of maturity. Like when there's a problem that happens in the relationship, it's just like reminding yourself like it's not me versus you, it's like us versus the problem.
It's a good way to look at it.
It is.
That's how I knew that's how I know like a relationship hasn't like matured. Sometimes you see this in like really old couples too, where they're just like constantly like
Arguing.
yeah, like you see an unhappy marriage and you can tell they just like hate each other. And it's just because like they view it as like, oh, this is me versus you. Like we're not like a partnership. We're kind of like I have to do things around you or something. Viewing things as like not doing things to each other but with each other. Having that sense of like we're doing this life shit together because life is fucking hard
already as it is.
Yeah, we shouldn't
make it any harder.
We should try to be like making life easier for each other in the ways that we can. So yeah, I think in that way that's kind of like something you kind of grow into. As long as like some people they never reach that stage unfortunately, but I feel like most people they have to grow into that kind of mindset, and they realize that once they're in like a healthy relationship, you learn in some ways like a healthy relationship is so much more painful than like a toxic one.
I don't know where I heard this, but like I heard this saying that like someone who's only ever been in toxic relationships in their whole life, sometimes it's even harder for them to be in a healthy relationship, especially because like
they have to unlearn all the toxic like traits.
Yeah. And then not only that, but their perception of a healthy relationship is opposite of that. But in all reality, a healthy relationship is just as hard as a toxic relationship.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Because the thing about toxic relationships is like the problems you have in those relationships, I feel like are created within the relationships. But a healthy relationship, problems that occur are things that are out of your control and also just life problems in general. Like things that you didn't even know are going to be problems. But what makes the relationship healthy is how you and your partner choose to go against those problems together, like you said.
Yeah, you also have to consider the fact that with toxic relationships, the two people don't actually end up working things out. They just end up like, sleeping it off or just forgetting about until like things get better. Whereas with a healthy relationship, you actually have to tackle the problem, and that actually requires like work,
You gotta
emotional
face it.
distress, actually like confronting the problem.
Yeah, confronting it is it's really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And you're going to face a lot of emotions. You're going to feel drained out. You're going to feel burnt out. You're going to feel anxiety, stress. But that doesn't mean like
It's not worth it.
Yeah, exactly. Like all those emotions that we feel as humans is just natural, especially when problems come up in our life or anything like that. And that's just like, it really is like what we're saying. Like, how do you go about it? Like, how do you and your partner choose to go about it?
Yeah. And like in a toxic relationship too, it's a lot easier to be like, oh, it's their fault or they're the problem. But in a healthy relationship, you're not approaching it from that perspective. You're approaching it from this is our problem that we have to face. And it hurts more knowing that it's not their fault or it's not that they're the problem. It's that there's a problem arise that you guys have to deal with. So
I think
sucks.
no matter what in life, you're gonna have to have like obstacles, and there's going to be like hardship, and it's just like you have to choose which one you want.
Yeah.
It's either like because marriage is hard, but also like living without a partner is hard. Like with marriage, you have to like work things out. You have to, manage two people's lives together, and you kind of have to mesh them together and make it work. But also like living without a partner is also like hard because you have no one you can like go to or rely on. And it's just like you're working with two people is like a lot more efficient than working with just like one person. Like you have to choose which like difficulty you want, or like even in other aspects of life, like working out at the gym is hard and it's like painful, and you have to, go through pain. You have to like diet well. And it's also hard being like, overweight and like you don't feel good in your body, and it's just like you feel bad because you don't feel healthy. They're both pains. You got to like choose between the two. And it's just like choosing which pain you want in life is like, that's just like part of it. It's not like you get to devoid yourself of it. You have to just choose the ones that you want. And I think that kind of like going back to what we said earlier, like it in our culture and our society now, it's so easy to like run away from pain because we live in like we're being sold comfort and convenience at everywhere we look.
Distractions everywhere.
Yeah, like on our phone we can get whatever the fuck we want. We can numb ourselves with entertainment, or like if we want food, we can go and like 5 minutes away and get any like kind of junk food you want. And it's like we have so many things that can just like numb us, that some people are really bad at confronting like those pains, or like they just try to avoid choosing their pains by like divulging themselves in like hedonism and like pleasures and stuff like that. And you can fall into like a dopamine trap is like what I kind of call it. It's like you fall into a cycle of you have this obstacle and you get away from it by like just having like hits of dopamine all the time, and then you go back to facing this kind of obstacle, and then you go back to like coping with it by using like those hits. And it's like you just put yourself in like this pit where you're in a perpetual like state of like feeling numb, and whether that be like, you know, doom scrolling or like drinking or substances or
it's like a
whatever.
it's a temporary relief from the pain, but in all reality it's making the pain a lot worse. And one thing I learned about today, like from the things that I'm studying, is like pain is only painful to like what kind of like degree we make it. Like pain is only painful to us is because we make it painful. But in all reality, like pain simply just is. And if you it depends on like how you change your perception on pain. If you view pain as like opportunity, then it lessens the power of pain, because you realize like within this opportunity is something for you to grow in. And like there's a reason why you're feeling this pain. And now it's like, which way do you go about it? Do you want to like figure out, okay, well, this is what this pain is causing me to feel, so like do I want to feel like, oh, I want to run away from this pain because it hurts, or do I want to see this pain as an opportunity of growth?
Yeah,
And
this pain is happening to you, not for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Or it's happening for you, not to you.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta switch around.
Yeah, like pain is
Subjective.
Pain is very subjective, and it's really up to you on how you want to view it. And if you want to view it as like, you know, a negative thing, that's on you, and like
That's a choice.
Like no one's gonna put that on you, but you're the one who chooses that, and then you're the one who has to like figure out, okay, like, well, how do I go about it? Now it's also a choice too if you want to view pain as like something that like you're feeling in the moment and that it hurts, but it's also something that's gonna like make you better.
Yeah, you choose what to make out of that pain. Like it's
kind of like going to the gym. Like when you go work out, like you're literally tearing muscle fibers for them to become stronger.
Yeah, it's like a good diagnosis or it's more of so a symptom that can help you diagnose a fundamental problem that you haven't dealt with. Like if you have a fever, why do you have a fever? Because there's like some kind of infection that's going on in your body that your body needs to address. In the same case where it's like, why are you feeling this way about like when you see this person, or like when you're encountering this situation, you're feeling like this pain, you're feeling this anxiety. The reason is because there's like some sort of thing inside your consciousness or mind that you haven't dealt with that you need to like work on to fix. And that's why that pain is there as a way to address, like an opportunity for you to address that. You could choose to be like, okay, I'll just distract myself and like ignore it, run away from it. It doesn't change the fact that this will still happen every time you encounter it. Or you can choose to overcome it and like make it so that doesn't happen anymore. Like that pain and that like problem that you're dealing with doesn't occur when you're in that said situation. So like that's the way you like you can switch your perspective on that pain. Instead of like choosing to make it go away by like running away from it, you can also make it go away by completely getting rid of that problem altogether.
Yeah, I think that viewing pain as like more of like an indicator, or like viewing pain as information rather than like an experience that's happening to you, is like much more like that's going to serve you a lot more than being like, oh, this is really painful and it hurts, and then just like viewing it as that.
I need to run away.
Yeah, because there's like it really is just like an indicator of something. Like if there's like you're in an argument with someone and like you're feeling the need to like withdraw and just like leave the situation, but it's like if you do that, you don't solve the problem, you're just like running away from it. And then that pain you feel is like an indicator of like, okay, you need to address this so you don't feel this pain again. It's mostly just like pain is like more of like a boundary thing. It's like something that tells you like, oh, this is something that you need to address. It's just like when you have like a random like ache or something, like you wake up with something, you're like, okay, I fucked something up. I didn't do something right.
Mhm.
It's an indicator. It's information. It's not like like the world hates me. So
Yeah.
it made my shoulder hurt today.
Mhm.
It's like, no, you were working out stupid. You were doing like dumbbell lateral raises like a fucking lasso.
Fucking, you got like a 15-pound weight just going
Yeah,
like.
you were drunk yesterday lifting for whatever
You
reason.
like you wake up and like, damn, bro, I got scoliosis now. What happened?
You're like, damn,
Like all
fucking-
time to drink away these problems. Like, nah.
yeah, it's information. I think that maturing is just realizing that, you know, the pain isn't like
It's not against you.
it's just like it's information. It doesn't have like it's not out to get you.
You know, if pain was a person, like, I'd feel bad for them. People would probably like hate them, be like, man, why do you make me feel like this? But like,
he's a guy.
they're
that-
just like, they're just trying to be like, hey,
they're
man,
keeping
like,
it real with you.
Yeah.
It's really just a guy that's keeping it real with you, but you hate him for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just calling like, dude, why the fuck? Like, why were you swinging around? Why were you lifting drunk yesterday? You,
Yeah,
you
you're
were
like,
you threw out your shoulder yesterday, and you're like, well, fuck you, man. I was just having a good time. And he's like, don't do it again.
yeah. And he's
you're
like, fuck you. I feel this because of you.
like, fuck you. You made me lift while I was drunk. And I was like, no, I
Yeah.
didn't. I'm just like, I'm
Like,
just
you're
keeping
like,
it a buck with you
yeah. And they're like, well, like, I drink because I'm always because of you. And
because of
they're
you
like,
because I'm always in pain. And he's like, okay, well, how well is that doing for you?
yeah.
It's just your boy that's just keeping it real with you.
Mhm. Yeah.
So that's the end of our flight today. Kind of a deeper cast today.
Yeah, it was a really good one.
Was
This is kind of like, it was, I don't know, it was nostalgic to like first, second season
Yeah,
stuff.
it really is because we kind of just like we just fucking went.
You already know
for it.
damn well, like after we hit and we'd be like, that was a good cast.
Yeah.
We'll be like, oh, I felt good about that one.
felt good about that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We'll see you guys next week. We don't know how we're going to structure this like completely yet, but we're kind of just having fun with the podcast right
Yeah,
now.
and that's how it should be.
Yeah. So we're gonna try to keep that energy, keep that going, but hopefully we're gonna be able to be consistent like
Yeah.
how we were before.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye bye. See you guys next time.